Before they come, can I ask this question?
All right, Francis.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Um, where can we classify this? Is stealing a behavior or a character? And if I want to see if we can classify stealing under conditioned behavior.
Interesting.
Stealing a behavior or character, please.
So please, who would answer?
It's a behavior. Yeah.
Why courage?
Yeah. It's a behavior.
Which falls under which type of behavior or which category?
Stealing must not be a behavior.
Why?
Okay. I think it should be a character because you see behavior has.
Erasmus, sorry. Let me mute all of you, okay, so that you will unmute and speak because there's a lot of feedback.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so you can unmute.
Okay, sir. I think stealing is not a behavior because behavior has to do with something that is part of you, like as in intentionally. But you know, when they say you have some characteristics, like you are able to do something, like maybe able to steal, able to like, you know, everybody has those characteristics, but you can choose to be doing it or not. If I am wrong, maybe I need correct answers, please.
Okay, so Charlie. So one thing you should notice that as always, whatever it's more or less like the character will fall under maybe the trait the person is exhibiting. Okay, so with the traits, out of the person's traits, what will happen? It would be observed. So, for instance, let's say, please let me let me land first. All right. So, a typical one. Please hold on. So, for instance, if we normally say that someone is an extrovert, okay, it means that, okay, let me ask you, if you say someone is an extrovert or an introvert, what comes to mind?
So when someone is an extrovert, meaning that he can easily mingle with other people, like he's kind of an outside like it's cool with everybody outside.
Okay, sir. Yes, I get you. So it means that out of this, how did you got to know that the person is what? Hello? Get to mingle with other people by observing. So it means there's that sort of what behavior. So there's that sort of link.
Yeah.
Okay. There's that sort of link.
Okay.
So whether character or whatsoever, or the behavior you're talking about, it all boils down. It's more or less like behavior.
Yeah.
So the person steals. Okay. What informed you to know that, okay, this person steals?
Maybe
based on certain what behaviors the person is exhibiting.
When the person is caught several times.
Okay, so how did you go to know that? So it means that maybe the person went to maybe his or her mommy's or daddy's room.
Every time you see people dragging the person to police station for stealing. So
okay,
you see
so
that
these are the things. These are the things you get to know of, and for you to get to know of all these things, it all boils down to you observing. That's the behavior we are talking about.
Yes.
So the personality is the inward thing. Then out of this personality or the traits, what comes up? We can easily see those things. You seeing them as what we are saying it is what is a behavior, the overt behavior. You seeing those things the person is exhibiting.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
So that will be all. So please, any question or any clarification? Courage, your hand is up.
So before we move, the link card, you were trying to explain the condition behavior to me pertaining to the explanation that I gave.
Yes, the explanation. I don't want you to fixate your mind on it for now. But the only thing you need to know is that when you say a stimulus, okay, anything within our environment, and we have some stimulus. Some stimulus evokes what? A behavior. So others wouldn't be able to evoke the behavior that we want. So out of this, we pair them together. Then with time, the one initially it didn't evoke any behavior, will then what? Evoke the behavior that we want. So it means that what this simply means is that maybe you've observed something that you know that, oh, this person does, or no, this person doesn't have. So what would you do? You would allow the person to maybe do certain things consistently, or do those behaviors consistently for a while. Then out of it, the person will become, in quotes, a perfect or a master in it.
Okay.
So based on this explanation, take it like in a simple term like this. But as you move along, we would explain it much better for you to understand. Because when it comes to conditioned behavior, a whole lot of things goes into it, and I don't want to bore you with a lot of information. So in level 100, we try to reduce it to your level. So for now, take it like that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Hello, sir.
All right.
Hello. Yes, sir. Please, this part. Hello, sir. Yeah.
I can hear you.
Please, sir, this particular slide, do we have it?
I earlier indicated that these things are not within your slides for now.
Okay. Okay.
But one thing is, if you've gone through, I don't know whether I have any past question or whatsoever. If you've gone through some of the past questions, they bring some of these things. So anytime I'm teaching session 1 and 2, I try to incorporate these things. Because within your slide, they just indicated behavior. They just gave some few sentences to explain behavior.
Hello?
Yep, hello. So that'll be all you want. Francis, your hand is up.
Yes. So I want to know if the 4 categories of behavior, it's related to both overt and covert, as we look at previously.
Yeah, Francis, that's what I indicated. I said the two categories can further be divided into 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So the last person, patience. So please, when I'm done answering your question, you can lower your hand, because or else it makes the thing become overwhelming. So patience. Okay, so I think patience is not ready. The next person, that's Wendy. So Wendy, you are the last person.
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, please, I want to ask that, like, when you set exams for us, like your preference, do you prefer us, giving our answers like directly from the slides, or you expect us to like, do some further research and give you answer like in our exams? Sir, please, you get my question.
One thing you should know is that with the exams, it could be MCQs. It depends on the format. Okay, it depends on the format. So that's why it's better, so long as you are in university, it's better for you to read wide.
Yes, please.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So let me move on. Goals of psychology.
Okay.
Goals of psychology. So I think with this, let me see if this is, I think mostly you have this in your slides. So please cross-check for me if you have it.
Yes, please, you have.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, we have it.
Okay. So let me project this again. Oh, where is the slide that I was?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm trying to get my slides. I just closed it.
You can see it here.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm trying to open my slides. I just closed it. That's why.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So you can see what I've projected, right? The slides. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is description. So sometimes you see, I think within your slide they indicated to describe.
Hello, sir.
Hey, hello. Someone has been mentioning my name. Okay. So the ultimate goal of every psychologist is to follow certain patterns. And we have 4 main goals we intend to achieve. Okay. Courage, always check your assignment. Okay. Wendy, your hand is up. Is it related, Isaac, your hand is up. Is it related to the goals of psychology that we are doing, or is something else? Okay. So like empirical backing, the goals to, when it comes to the description, you're supposed to gather information. So description is related to characteristics of science that we did. That's empirical backing. So please, who understand what a description is all about? To describe a behavior based on how I explain empirical backing. It's the same as empirical backing. All right, Courage.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, your hand is up.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Description psychology kind of talk about the things you have observed and experiment, which you can give detailed, accurate facts about it.
Okay, so with description, you haven't experimented yet. You are just observing the phenomenon, what is happening in your environment. So you are gathering information, and those information will help you to do the research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the next one is, after you've observed, you've gathered your information, you then explain or try and understand. So let me use the depression aspect. You've gathered information to find out that, okay, the person is depressed. You've gathered your information. So how did you gather? By observing, doing your interviews and doing your psychological tests or whatever. Okay, Joseph, your hand is up.
Sorry, sir, it's a mistake.
Okay. So you've gathered your information and you realize that, oh, the person is depressed. The next thing for you to do is to try and find plausible reasons as to why the person is depressed. What are the causes? So what are some of the things that would cause depression? Or let me say sad. What will make someone sad? Ruby, your hand is up.
Yes, sir. There's something in front of your screen. I don't know.
There's something in front of my screen.
So what I have here, like I can't see find 6 and it's an important step in there. There's something covering that place.
Okay, so let me stop sharing and share again. Maybe it will help. Is it still covering?
It's now loading. Yeah, it's better.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please, your question again.
So let me mute all of you. So I'm saying you've been able to gather information and per your observations, interviews, and testing. You're able to gather information that, oh, this person is depressed. The next thing for you to do is to explain or understand. And I'm saying with understanding, you're supposed to find all the possible reasons that could explain why the person is depressed. So my question is, what would be some of the causes of depression, or what would inform you to know that, oh, this person is depressed? No, not what. Oh, yes. What would be some of the causes of depression?
Hello, sir.
Who is it? Who is that? You're
Hello.
Hello, Emmanuel.
Yes, Emmanuel. So can stress also cause stress?
Okay. It depends. Yeah, because literature
Well,
helps us to
anxiety.
understand that, yes, anxiety or stress could cause depression.
Family-related issues.
Okay, family-related issue. So please, when you are done, lower your hand. Then any other thing?
When someone lost a
Maybe
loved
the
one.
person has lost a loved one. Yes.
Okay, you've lost a loved one.
Okay.
Financial issues.
Exactly, you're all right. You're all right.
For examination.
All right.
Unfortunate events.
Failure in exams.
Financial issue.
Yeah. So you're all right. I'm muting all of you. You're all right.
Hypertension.
Loss of job.
All right. So in case you don't have any question, please lower your hand.
Please have a question.
Okay. So I'm repeating, in case you don't have a question, please lower your hand. The person who said she has a question, please go ahead.
Okay, sir, please, can the person kill somebody?
Okay. So the thing is, the depression in itself could lead to something known as suicide. when a person is depressed and it becomes overwhelming, a person could commit suicide. So there's a serious link between depression, especially major depression, and suicide. Okay, so the next person, Mami Ajoa, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, there are people who could not get access to this class, so they are asking if there will be another session for them or not.
Mami Ajoa, I've already indicated that I can't have access. I can't set up another class. And
okay.
So what I can do is that I am recording, and
okay.
After everything, I would upload it on Google Drive, forward the link to the page, to the WhatsApp platform, so that those who couldn't join could have access.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So Niboy.
Sir, alternatively, we can have Google Meet.
Google Meet is the same thing. It takes 100. I've checked. Yesterday I tried. I wanted to have other alternatives, and they indicated that it's 100. They have premium like Zoom, which it means that they need to charge. It comes with charges, and the university hasn't given us any access. So, okay. So Francis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your hand is up.
Yes, sir. Goals of psychology. Is it the same as importance of psychology?
Not necessarily. Okay, so it is tied towards characteristics of science, in that with goals, every psychologist, okay, whatever phenomenon you are trying to look out for or study, you are supposed to follow some steps to achieve the phenomenon that or the study that you want to do.
Okay, so that's the kind of goals we are talking about.
Exactly.
All right, thank you. I'm okay.
Okay, so the next person is Enoch. So I have two.
Sir, please, I see the groupings have been done for psychology. I would like to know if this time that we've been
the groupings they've been done for
will
psychology.
be the normal time we'll be meeting every week. Yes, please. I just saw it on Sakai.
Do you have another time for psychology? Another period?
Unless I consult the main timetable and see.
For today, no.
Okay.
Please, at the moment,
We have psychology tomorrow.
Someone was on the platform saying on the page something. Someone was speaking. He said on the page something, then it cut. So please go ahead. All right. So Enoch, your hand is still up, or yes, you are done.
Yeah, I'm checking on the timetable to see if we have.
All right.
Okay, so we started at. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Enoch. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we started the session at 1:30, and we had to end at 3:30. But then I also see 3:30 to 5:30. So I want to know if this group, the ones that we are having, we are going to this time or the time we started will be our normal meeting time.
Yeah, it will be the normal meeting time, 1:30 to 3:30. The reason as to why I am to end the class is that we started late, so I just wanted to give some time for that. But we are supposed to end around 3:30.
Okay, please.
Yeah. So.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Courage.
Some people are saying that there's no group for psychology, but when I went on site info on Sakai, I saw that I was a member of group 6.
Group 6.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right now I don't have a lot of information about this. So what I can do is that what I can do is that I can, I'll cross-check with them, with management to see. So in case it's so, then I'll give you feedback on that. All right.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, please. So you said you are recording the lecture that you are having now, and
Yes,
I wanted
please.
to know if you can send it to our resource on Sakai.
Resource, I don't have access to it. I wanted to upload it on announcement. They
Google
have
Drive.
a section where you upload, but it's not working. So I said I would upload it on Google Drive, forward the link to you. So the moment you click on the link, it will take you to a page.
Directly.
Yes, that you can directly download. That one is very, very simple.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Anthony and okay, Dixon.
Yes, sir. I have a little problem here. I do believe we all have problems we want to ask and find out how we can go on. But for now, we are having a class. I believe we should have gone on with a class. We finish the class, and then maybe you give us some 20 minutes or 10 minutes so that we can all bring our problems out.
Okay.
Because this distracts the class and
exactly, it's a lot.
What is going on?
I totally understand. So please, let's continue with the class. Then afterwards, we'll see what next. So the next one is, as I said, understanding or explaining. So with explanation, you're supposed to give all sorts of plausible reasons as to why the person is exhibiting those behaviors. So you've been able to gather evidence that, oh, the person is depressed. What are the reasons or the causes of depression? So in most situations, for us to maybe talk about the causes, you can even use certain theories that has been done. And these theories normally help us to understand why, oh, anyone who goes through depression would experience that. So there's a typical theory known as the cognitive theory. The cognitive theory. And we normally say that if someone has negative thoughts about an event, it could cause mental problems like depression. A typical case is we all sat for an exams, okay? And unfortunately for us, we failed. The way someone might think about it will be entirely different from the other. So you can say that, oh, when two people have go through certain or bad situation, some people, the moment they have negative thoughts, so they will say, oh, when it comes to me, I believe that I'm damned. That's why I even failed. Or nothing good comes out of me. So these are some of the statements or thinking patterns we have. When such person has those thinking patterns, what happens? It affects his or her mental health. It means those negative thoughts the person has could even lead to depression. That's a typical way of you explaining why maybe someone is depressed. Maybe the person, you pay your investigations or gathering of information, you got to know that, oh, the person failed an exams and out of it, he or she is depressed. So you want to find out what all sorts of explanations as to why the person is depressed. Though you know that, oh, the person failed an exams, but you want to delve deep to find out, so what really, because we all have different thinking patterns, so what really caused that depression? And out of it, you could see that per the person's response, he will tell you, oh, I feel that, oh, I'm not good enough. nothing good comes out of me. That's why I even fail the exams. So these negative thoughts the person has is trying to help us to understand that, oh, that is what led to the depression. So that's a way of you explaining any kind of behavior using maybe a theory. Okay, so Mr. Ruben, your hand is up. Okay, so I'll continue. So please, any questions so far per what we are doing? Ruben, your hand is up. I'll take the first two, Ruben and Christopher. That's it. Ruben.
At first, I wanted to ask a question, but they say after the class. So
okay. So any related issue? Yes. So Christopher. All right. So Emmanuel. Emmanuel, please speak. Okay. Boy. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Please, I would like to ask whether loneliness can also cause depression.
The thing is, loneliness could cause, but what will lead to loneliness? Because two people can be lonely, okay. But the way someone might interpret it will be different. So it means the person's cognitive patterns could affect their thoughts, leading to what? Depression.
Depression. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Ruben, your hand is up again. Ruben, your hand is up again. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Oh. No, I don't want to ask any question. No. Sorry.
Then normally, okay, so that'll be all. Let me continue. I think I have less than 6 minutes. Or what I can do is that I have less than 6 minutes. So what I can do is that I would end the class. Then if you have any question, any other question you want to ask, related question or whatever question, there's a time for you to ask, because it will end soon. We have less than 6 minutes. All right, Emmanuel, so go ahead. Emmanuel, please speak. Okay, so let me move on to the next person. Christopher.
Say.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, some people are there when they are depressed. You confront them and you want to find out what's wrong with them. They really don't want to open up to you. Like these people, how do you do to let them speak?
Good. So the thing is, in most situations, that's what I'm saying, when you see that it is causing a whole lot of disturbances, the person becomes dysfunctional, wouldn't go to work, wouldn't interact with anyone. It is better if you refer to a psychologist. You refer the person to a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wendy, you're welcome. Wendy.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, continue. Yeah, go ahead, Wendy. Wendy, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Sir, please, I want to ask that, like, about what you just spoke about, like, what happens before the exams? Let's say, like situations that happen before an exams, or let's say before like a failure of an exams, like can you factor those situations to be like a cause for depression, but not mainly because of the failure of the exam, but like for the exams?
We normally say that, yes, I get where you're coming from. It's about the event, but the event, the way someone would interpret the same event will be different. So the core explanation as to why the person is depressed is about their cognitions, their thought patterns.
Yes, please say.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Amira, please go ahead.
Okay, so please, someone asked the question of how to sort someone out when you see or observe that the person is having this
Depression.
type of depression.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, it actually happened. We went for a program, and the psychologist was trying, like, someone asked the question concerning drug abuse.
Okay.
It was based on drug abuse, yeah. And the student asked the question was like, what's the consequences or what does one faces when the person goes into drug abuse? And the answer was like, you should call the person, try to investigate and ask what really is wrong with the person before you take the person or request a psychologist for the person. And I was thinking, is there a way you try to friend the person, like being the person's friend, trying to provide other needs for the person in order to pamper or try to curb his issue?
The thing is, Amira, you wouldn't be able to curb the person's issue. So you've realized that the person's attitude, everything has changed. You've tried to console the person. Depression, it causes that. When they are in that state, they don't want to They don't want to do anything. They don't want to interact with anyone. So you realize that this behavior is causing a lot of disruption